I found one more missing move game for PS3. This is Medieval Moves. It has very nice reversible cover art. I also found another game for PS3. I have played Far Cry 3 as PC version. And I think that Far Cry 3 was my first Far Cry game that I played. Far Cry 2 plot and story is located somewhere in northern region of the country in Africa. A civil war has swept through the country and you are caught in the middle of it. Your task is to track down a ruthless armed dealer known only as
So you going to a hotel in Pala? Yeah, no, it's lucky for you. Pala has only one hotel still working.
I found this game Pledging Angels at the flea market. It is for Xbox 360. Game begins in Britain 1940, where several American pilots volunteer with the Royal Air Force to take part in the ongoing war. Here is a little bit gameplay and intro. First, there are displayed game controls. Player is known as the captain. Captain Squadron is consisting of Tom, Frank and Joe. Each member of the squadron has special role. Our first task as a rookie is to take plane off the airfield and do practice flight with Joe. During flight, when holding the left trigger, you can keep your eyes locked on the target. This is very useful feature when you have lost your target out of the sight. By pressing right trigger, you can use machine guns to destroy targets. Sometimes you can also use machine guns to destroy ground targets. By pressing right stick, you can use secondary weapon. Secondary weapon can vary from one situation to another and can be anything like rockets, bombs, torpedoes, shooting photos, or like in this case, launching flyers. Here you can see bombing interface, the fight circle. And then suddenly our training situation becomes real action. Enemies are shown as red markers and arrows are pointing inwards. From time to time you need to defend your wingmen. This time it seems to be Tom who will be our future squadron member. And sometimes you are tracked and you need to defend yourself. These air combat situations are sometimes hard ones, and especially when your plane is not so fast. In the end of air combat, you will get mission statistics. Joe, who we met before, is working as a healer. He is good at fixing players' plane during combat. Tom, whom we saved at previous flight, is good at taunting, and for this reason he will work as shield. Later in the future we will meet Frank. Frank's role is the hunter. He is good as an attacker. I also found this Minecraft game at the flea market. This is a really addictive gather and craft type of game. This game contains really relaxing piano playing music. I realized that if you want to get trophies, then it's better play tutorial. It seems that as an award you will get GamerPick. With right stick you can look around. And by using left stick you can move. By pressing A you can jump. Then comes the most important thing, how to mine and chop. Press and hold right trigger. I remember when I played the first time and I just kept on pressing right trigger and then wondering why I couldn't mine or chop anything. But you need to remember to hold down right trigger. With left and right button you can select different items. By pressing Y you can open inventory. Above items you have heart and wood rows. Heart row represents your health level. Moving and attacking depletes your food level. You gain health levels by eating food. By pressing X you can open crafting interface. By pressing left and right button you can browse through different group tabs. If you have required materials, you can craft the item by pressing A. There is a special table which is called crafting table. With crafting table you can create larger selection of items. Let's first create oak planks. Now we have all materials that is required to make crafting table. Let's find good location for crafting table. Then we need to find crafting table from structures group. Crafting table requires 4 oak planks. Time to select and place our new crafting table. Let's look what new items we can create by using crafting table. Let's create stick. And then wooden shovel. Wooden axe is also useful. Let's create next wooden pickaxe. Time to create furnace. You need to have burning ingredient and fuel. Here we use oak plank and stick combination. We will get charcoal. It is time to make glass. Let's make door for our future shelter. To this location you can enter when you have completed your first tutorial. Here you will get more advanced tutorials, help and tips. There are villagers here. And you can trade items with them. Here you can also find anvil. Beware zombie. You can also find bed here. Bed can also be created by using crafting table. This Turtles game for Xbox 360 feels very uncommon. I have never seen this game for Xbox 360 before. I have found a couple of Turtles games for PS2. I have played Thief as PC version. I also have this game as PS3 and PS4 versions. This Facebreaker for Xbox 360 has funny cover art. I found this Bejeweled 3 at the flea market. This is a simple but highly addictive game. This game has also inspiring background music. Your task is to make rows or columns of 3 gems. If you succeed to match 4 or more gems, you will get a special gem. By making L or T match, you can create a star gem. Also, background art belonging to this game is very beautiful and decorative. Notice how blue horizontal line fills little by little when you have succeeded to match gems. When this blue horizontal line is full, you have completed level. After completing level, you will advance to the next level. Here is an example of matching 4 gems. You will get flame gem. If you cannot get any match, game ends. When you advance to higher levels, you will unlock new playing modes. You will also get badges in this game. If you make match that resembles T-shape, you will create star gem. Poker was one of those secret games which you needed to unlock before you can play them. In poker you create hands with gem matches. If skull appears, you try to avoid the hands that they occupy. You can also remove skull by filling the eliminator bar. I was just lucky. Skull coin was flipped and it landed as clover. This means the player is safe and gameplay continues. However, if it hits a skull, the game is over. Here is an example of hypercube. 5 gems match in row. There are also mini games. In butterflies minigame, you need to save 15 butterflies. In Gold Rush minigame, you dig by matching gems near dirt. Notice that there is time limit in this minigame. In Alchemy minigame, you need to turn grids to gold before time runs out. I found this Find Arms Chronicle F paperback book written in Japanese at the flea market. It is rare to find role guide books in the wilds. I don't have this RPG game yet, but it is nice to get familiar with characters and world.